I think I know why you're here. You want to hear about a game, a bizarre day, a Roblox game, a very small game compared to the rest of the games on the planet. But I think you want to hear about how trash and how absolutely hated the staff is in this game, how ignorant they are. Because I'm here to show you how ignorant they are. I may be banned after this. I'm recording this in the moment, but it was ridiculous, and I think everyone has the right to hear it because what has went down was severely unjust. Before I dive into all the drama, let me give you some backstory. On May 2nd, a Saturday, GenScript, a recently turned developer, he was a child developer, posted this in the sneak peek channel. A raft approaches the island. You wait for it to arrive, curious to see what it carries. It draws closer every day. It doesn't seem to carry living creatures. This was clearly something, as one of the developers, Shoots, had recently left, and a couple others did leave. We were not seeing any updates or anything significant. So when we saw this, we were excited. The community was excited to see this, and we were intrigued. So we participated. So here's what went down. They basically made an event for the game. A way to try to basically keep the community happy after nothing was happening with the game at all. So they had an event, they had clues, and they got us all hyped. They had a channel for theories, and they had this one little addition, Chariot Requiem. Now this stand has been confirmed for at least a year now, and it hasn't been released. There's only been a couple showcases of it. So when we heard this, the community, they were excited, very cooperative. So we played their game, we did what they wanted, and in return, we got something disappointing. So right now, I'm going to play a clip I recorded of the event. Now I'm typing to. I'm acting like an idiot in the chat. I'm in a private server, so I'm alone. I'm just talking to the camera basically through it. But here's the event, and here's what was promised. Now see that? The troops are on their way. They are 24 hours away. Now, this game runs on its own day and night scale, but I knew they were referring to real time. So, they confirmed it, and we waited 24 hours. And this happened. It was delayed an hour, and I was cooperative with it because I wanted to see Chariot Requiem or something big in the game. So I went with it, and I actually stayed to view the event. So, no furthermore, here is the event. So when I got in, I looked around. There's the map. I thought this is it, the map. I didn't know, but I was still happy. I thought, hey, maybe the map's got some secrets here. Maybe it's just for a quick dimension, something different, just for a short second. There'll be something big. So I went around, looked at the map. Now, as you can see, the map is not the best designed. It is, woo, it has houses from the first map. I'm pretty sure that house is right there. Tom's house. It's pretty much, you know, a model they had. So I look around. I find the portal, or at least what was the portal. I go there, and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna become big. It's gonna take us to like some cool places, just a red herring, something dumb. And I find out it's not. This is the event that I have waited 25 hours for. 25 hours. They got the entire community hyped for this, something they slapped together. Now keep in mind, you probably think, oh well, there's still more. They said there's still stuff being. No, I waited 25 hours, and you had this whole 4 days for this event, and I check and I find this. They worked on it in 24 hours. You had 4 days, and you worked on it for 24 hours. That's it. You had 24 hours to work on it, and that's what you made. You had everyone in the community hyped. And this reused models, I could have made this in 2 hours on Roblox Studio. Quite ridiculous if you ask me. So now I'm thinking, wow, this is really it. I'm genuinely angry. Like, what a waste of time. And then this happened. The community went berserk. I mean, you had the like, few little five kids who actually liked the event, but me, no. And mainly the community did not like it. Nobody liked it. It was awful. It was such a letdown disappointment, and everybody spoke their truth about it. And guess what happened? Ban, ban, ban. People were getting banned for giving criticism about the event, saying it was garbage. And it got so bad that they had to mute the channels for a good, what, 4 hours maybe? They had to keep the channels muted because it was that bad. Now, that's not one way to handle a situation. Another way not to handle it is by putting out this announcement saying that, oh, it's a test. The head developer said he didn't even know about it, which I find very, very false. I mean, come on. You mean to tell me the head developer didn't know this is happening? Ridiculous. But saying it was a test and having one of the GenScript, a recently turned developer, he was a trial developer, like I said earlier, a recently turned developer, apologized. The only one who partially apologized. Nobody else apologized. The owner didn't apologize. Other developers didn't apologize. This is the only developer who apologized, and he's brand spanking new. Ridiculous. I mean, this is what I'm talking about when I say the staff is horrible. Now, there was a lot of backlash, mainly in the voice chat. A lot of people were speaking their mind, and there were no developers to hear them there until Pot Dog joined, one of the head of the staff. And I must give a little backstory on this. Kelpie was a developer. He worked for them. I don't know exactly for what. And he was banned recently from the Discord for being claimed being toxic and being rude to staff. And they said good riddance of him. Well, he was there. Apparently, he was let back in on a contract, and he was there. And Pot Dog joined, and it was just it was awful. I mean, not on Kelpie's side. Kelpie was being supported by me and everyone. So here you go, and here's what Kelpie had to say.
Because I was not allowed to berate you or treat you badly. I'm giving constructive criticism based off of observations that are true and seen by the
Here
rest of the
comes
community.
David.
And agreed
Here
by
comes David.
the rest of the community. So who's in the wrong here? You, who's treating the community like crap and silencing anybody who says different, or me,
Kelpie's in the
who's
wrong.
trying
Kelpie's in the wrong.
to create a happy place for the community where you are not involved in it because you don't care.
Kelvy, tell him, Kelvy.
Yeah, and then people are saying,
I'm not. You are the one in the wrong because you treat this community
Applause for my boy.
like your little
Straight facts for my boy, bruh.
and then so as soon as people want to complain, they shut down every chat because why? Why did y'all
They even took
shut
away
down
Watch
every
out,
chat
the
again?
cover up,
take
the
away
cover up,
venting if
the server was
Yeah.
They took
lagging,
away
too
venting
much
because people were
chat.
venting too much.
And
That's stupid.
then they're like, oh, quit being mad. It's just an update. It's just a test, dude. But then you don't let us speak our opinion by closing off all the.
This anger.
Like, of course,
Look
people are
at
gonna
it.
get mad when you close off all
Doesn't
the
look very
chats.
good.
It really doesn't.
If people are angry, they are angry for a reason. It's because you did something wrong. So look at their anger. Learn from it. Don't block it out.
Wasn't talking bad about the
Exactly.
community. I have images of you talking bad about the community if you'd like me to
I
DM
have
them to you
images of you
personally.
talking bad about the community too, Pot Dog. I have images. Would you like me to give them to everybody in this chat?
Let me
Of you
see him.
I got.
Yeah, please.
You want to
do.
see
General
some?
sweating.
For people that are giving you constructive criticism, telling them to go fuck themselves? Would you like me to spread everything that you have done to the community?
Oh, look.
Because I can't do that.
Spam staff in chat.
Spread.
He's spamming.
Spread.
Spread him. Spread him.
Yo.
Spread him.
Yo, DM me the pics of them being bad or whatever. Can someone DM me the pics of them being like
way to
rude to
solve
the
it. The issue
community?
is that you will not take any steps to solve
send
it.
them over here.
Give me the
Get
pics.
off the throne. You have this throne that you've put yourself on because you're some staff. Remember when you were begging me for a promotion? Remember that? Every single It's changed now that you got power, hasn't it? It's changed.
All the other staff are against them too.
Power.
It's
The moment you
over.
got power, you changed. You were a good staff. You tried your best. You put a lot of work into this. And then you changed to where you stopped caring about the community. You stopped caring about who got you here. You stopped caring about the people who make you what you are. You stopped caring about the people that pay you. Because Robux that they are putting into this game is what's paying you. If they leave, you ain't got no pay. You ain't got nothing. You're nothing again if they leave.
This nigga spitting.
So keep
that's
treating this
true.
community like crap, and then you will become crap. You will become what you treat the community like. And this is what the community really thinks of you. They don't want you.
Fit for brains.
Yeah, it's kind of bad when there's a petition going around that.
There's an entire petition.
What the fuck is actually happening?
Telling people the truth. Yes, I got like one or two little things wrong. I don't have the greatest memory. You can't expect a perfect memory. I'm not a
Oh, okay.
This sounds
David, I like
serious.
Plots, I like you. Chank, I like you. You guys are good. You guys try to treat the community as good as you can. You really try. And the community can see that. And that is why you have very little to no hate towards you. Because you treat people correctly. The reason Pot Dog has so much hate is because he doesn't treat anybody correctly unless they suck his cock. And Pot Dog, you need to stop looking at yourself as above.
Wow.
You need to start looking at yourself as part of the community because that's what you are. You're a community servant.
And as
That
soon
is
as
what
he
an
gets,
admin is, a servant of the community.
as soon as he gets told off, he starts pointing fingers at members too. It's Kelpie. I'm not the one arguing. It's Kelpie.
Yeah, whenever he's in the wrong, he just points fingers and tries to get everybody else in trouble instead of himself.
I think I hate
No
He doesn't
homo.
even take our complaints seriously. He doesn't take us seriously.
Exactly.
He doesn't give a damn what we say to him. He's just gonna keep on doing the same thing as he's been doing, which is abusing his power, treating us like shit, and not giving a fuck about anything.
So Hot Dog is a shit?
And that's the truth. And Pot Dog, you need to fix this. Like, dude, come on. You championed against a dude who did the exact same things as you are doing right now. You championed against people who you are mimicking now. Like, what the hell, man? Come on. God, it's sad to see what the staff team has become when I left.
Oh my god.
Community banning someone for their opinion.
Not funny.
Yeah, there's evidence. There's people banned for spreading their opinion.
Everybody of your community ban.
Yeah.
Very bad towards the community and
Do I have to? Because I have the screenshot. I do think you forgot that when you ban somebody, it sends them the ban message. So I know that you banned me and what the reasons put are for. And nobody else in the chat will ever say that you did something right. Even Guest himself said that your community ban was unjust and unbanned me. So what does that say about your actions? What does it say about your actions, Pot Dog? The fact that the owner even said your actions were wrong. It's the fact that you're abusing your power because you think you can. You think nobody can stop you. You think you are above.
Taking it to DMs to try to cover it up
How
makes
is
it
this
look worse.
better than the one we
What
got?
if the community voted to have you fired? And you said the community doesn't matter.
Honestly,
that's
yeah.
true.
This could be just the event. This could just be the event. I'll be honest.
This is the event. This is the
the
event.
actual
Man, reason, blackmail, toxicity, starting drama, and lying about staff. Good riddance, unappealable.
Well, that was
That is my
that
ban
one.
message.
Oh, that
Mm.
fan message.
So Hot Dog is a fucking shit?
Here's this line.
If my English is not wrong,
That
he's shit.
moment when you realize the community doesn't decide if the head of staff gets fired. Me, they've done it before. Pot Dog, yeah, okay. No,
This is
they
getting
do.
spicy
They've done it
meatball,
before.
bro.
Do you think if 100 people came up to Guest right now and said fire Pot Dog because he's abusive, he wouldn't? Because he was ready to. Because he was ready to. When I was talking to him, he was ready to fire you. He straight said he would fire you if he found out any form of corruption with you. He would fire you permanently. So again, tell me, the community has no power. Tell me that.
I have more fun when you're
This
offline.
community thrives. As long as you aren't here, this community does a lot better. And everybody agrees. So, if everybody but you and the staff team agrees that you are doing your job horribly, what's the issue? It's not the community. It's you who are the issue. No, Adam, I cannot settle this privately because every time I try to settle things privately with this staff team, they hide it from the community so that they can't do anything about it. And they can't.
You're really cool.
Oh my.
Someone give this man a crown, dude.
I champion this community, and I would do anything to make sure that they are happy.
See, this is the type of stuff.
Little crybaby bitch.
Boo-hoo!
Baby rage, baby rage, baby rage.
Taking it to DMs is a cover up.
Baby rage, baby rage, baby rage.
Yourself. You are a person who is making mistakes that everybody is telling you about, and you refuse to listen. That is your issue. You don't listen to anybody. You think you are always right, which you're not. You are almost.
Wow.
You just get bruh.
Whack developers, can't handle criticism, can't handle the truth, whack. So after a long time of arguing, that's only a snippet of it. He was wrongfully banned. Apparently they say that he broke his contract on hating on devs and stuff, which he didn't. He was just telling them what they're doing wrong. And then they did this, which made it more suspicious. They purged the messages of him being banned, of them saying stuff. Why would he purge the messages if he's in the wrong? Oh, I wonder why. Probably because he is not wrong. So the staff is completely ignorant. This game is complete garbage. I find it ridiculous that you don't listen to your own community because your community isn't being rude to you, okay? They're not trying to say you're bad, you're terrible. You are doing some stuff wrong and they're giving you constructive criticism to fix your game so you can fix what is wrong with it. But instead, you silence the community and go on with your day like nothing ever happened. But they took it too far this time. They dug their own grave. They made themselves look so bad. There is no recovery. And if there is a recovery, it's not going to be the same. I would say that this game is going to lose a lot of its player base because of this, because of how ridiculous it is. Now, I can't be certain because mainly children play the game and they don't understand what the toxicity is in the server, but mainly they're going to lose a lot of their player base because of this, because no one wants to put up with the trashy developers always blaming the community for giving constructive criticism. It's ridiculous. How about learn to take constructive criticism and not jump to it's an insult and start banning people on the spot? Don't you understand that you made an update? You made people wait 25 hours for an update that was complete trash. You slapped together a map in 24 hours, and all you had to say was, oh, it was a test. Oh, we're releasing more later. No, you had us hyped for 24 hours. What, are we going to be hyped for the next 24 hours about something else being released? Let me guess, the shop's going to open, right? Yeah, Tom's shop's going to work. Wow, thank you. Because, quite frankly, I don't care. There are a lot of other JoJo's Bizarre Adventure games that are going to be coming out. I've seen them and I've looked at some of the sneak peeks. They are way better than this, and you wanna know why? Not because they spend their well, no, actually, yes, because they spend their time on the game, but they also do something that the developers of A Bizarre Day don't do. They listen to the community. When the community tells them to do something, they usually will take it and they negotiate and they fix it. Because if the community is not happy, then your game is going to die. And Pot Dog took this like a serious imbecile. He's quite frankly stupid. He made a joke out of it, thinking he was going to get support from the community, but he didn't. Everyone hates him. There's a petition going around, actually, which is bad on his part. I mean, you have an own petition to get rid of you because no one likes you. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he got banned by guest for this. This was ridiculous how he handled this. But beyond that, the community builds up the developer team. They build up the head of the staff. They provide stuff. They give them the money. There's donators that give them money for stuff. And you know what they're seeing? This garbage. And head of the staff who thinks because he has power, he's special. He's a special little snowflake out there. Well, I hope you learned your lesson because it's going to be a lot worse than just a couple videos or some people leaving because you don't know how to take constructive criticism and you won't listen, that people are going to leave because guess what? There's other games competing with you right now. There's going to be a decline in your player base no matter what you do. So unless you take constructive criticism to try to build up your game at least, there's no coming back because right now what they've done has dug their own grave. They purge messages. They don't work on stuff. They made a garbage event. They try to cover up the event. And they all make excuses and never own up to their mistakes. And that is going to land them in a decline in their player base and, quite frankly, the game shut down.